Hey, Rapone, how you doing? I am the Burning Donut. I thought I'd provide a bit of context for the video you're about to watch. This was recorded from a live stream from one Petals Blossom. I try to stream with her and her husband whenever they're available. This was from a Pal World stream, but a subject was brought up that I personally felt was kind of important to get out. And he worded it, he presented it in a way that I hadn't thought of before. It's interesting the way he and I had a big discussion about YouTube censorship. Honestly, I just felt it was important. I felt that the way he worded it was important enough to get out. This is it, as relatively cleaned up. But do keep in mind, this was broadcasted live, so, not only that, this was on a channel where, the Petals, she doesn't really like us getting into politics too much, so I tried to, we could have touched on a couple more subjects, but I was trying to keep it safe for her chat and her stream. So without further ado, I present to you the honor.
Apparently his boyfriend was trying to game end himself, so to speak. And yeah,
I got it. I just want to throw it out there real quick. I freaking hate the TikTok censorship. That he's trying to commit suicide, which sucks.
Well, I'm trying to be sensitive because of YouTube is really cracking down on things, and I didn't want to get
and we fight
here.
that, and we fight that by ignoring it and dealing with it because the people I don't know, just. Well, I hate censorship so much.
You're right.
Absolutely
If
get it.
this were my stream, that would be one thing, because I'm also on Rumble and stuff as well. So what? Yeah, fuck the rules. But I don't want to make Heather be losing her VODs because I use the wrong word.
And I appreciate you being that considerate. It was very nice of you to just play it safe on my account. Super like that for us. Yeah. I think though, since we're past the because I think YouTube only listens, copyright sounds are definitely gonna point out to them, but I think, isn't it the thing that if you wait a couple minutes after your stream starts, then you can start cursing and saying stuff, as long as it's not slurs, they don't notice?
It used to be that way, but they change the rules so often it's hard to keep track, because it was that way at one point. But then it's but then they they're changing it now to see. The problem is no one knows what the rules are as soon as they change them.
Yeah, they need to publicly disclose the rules.
Yeah,
and they need to respect frickin' the Constitution. I think to put it bluntly.
Oh no, you're right. You're absolutely
right. Because they operate in America. Under they're headquartered in America under American laws, so that you would think that would be, the standard there, and it's, and I just, first of all, censorship is a human rights violation, and I'm going to stand on that forever.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm never gonna capitulate to it in any form. Then it's frickin' they change the rules so much, they enforce them arbitrarily, and they can't, if everybody's worried about, this, that, or the other thing on it, then they get away with it, and you've got to not let them have that power. And
that's why I
the second they started censoring everything, the correct thing for everybody would have just been to double down, take the loss for a little bit, and YouTube would then realize that they can't operate like that for forever, and they would go back. And I also think the lawsuits of censorship and uneven enforcement need to happen, and the people who censor things, they just frickin' hate you. They censor you because they're trying to take away your ability to speak about anything, and it doesn't matter what you replace. I know you know, Donut. I know you know. I'm telling everybody else who may or may not know, right? So the and I really do feel the need to say it, that they're gonna there is nothing that you could replace the word with that won't then in turn get censored, because it's not about the word, it's about the subject.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want you talking about the subject. They don't want you because it, you know, for whatever reason, and we could speculate all day on what the reason is. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So they, you know, we gotta not let them, because you know what? I'm going to go even further back, because we used to have issues with like internet censorship with like SOPA and COPA and you know, and all these other things where when you just got down to it, it wasn't about the censorship or the topic or the safety or anything. It was copyright. It was all about copyright law, and it was all about stopping. It was all about censoring people from criticizing whatever powers that the platform wanted to cater to.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. So what you do is you peacefully protest. You say, no, I don't care what your frickin' rule is.
On a less serious note, I can't hear you say the word SOPA. I know it's an acronym. I know what it is. But, like, when you say SOPA, the first thing I think of is the food that I make that is named SOPA. Don't take my food names. I love me some SOPA. I haven't made some in a while.
They're spelled the same and everything.
I know! They did that on purpose to make me angry! Because I want SOPA. I want to make my SOPA.
Okay.